There is nothing more devastating than a husband killing his own wife. Imagine someone who found the love of their life and decided to get married. After being together for hardly 2 months, one gets killed? After all the investigation, they found out that the person who killed her was her own love.
I promise to give you my eternal loyalty and heart, for you are the only man I would ever need. I'll listen to you. I'll nurture you. I'll fight, but I will be true.
This is the sad story of Luevenia Gardner, a kind-hearted woman who thought she had found her perfect match. But unfortunately, not. The one who she found for herself was her destroyer. What actually happened to her, and how did it all happen? Join us as we are going to unravel the story of Luevenia Gardner, the story that reveals every bride's nightmare. So it all started from Illinois' Chicago, a big city known for its vibrant life, but also its darker side of crime. Luevenia Gardner, also known as Viv, was a 35-year-old beautiful woman who always wore a smile and had so many friends who adored her for her fun, loving, and supportive nature. She was dating Henry Taylor, a 31-year-old man with a history of anger issues and past crimes. But the thing is, Luevenia saw the good in him and thought that he was the love of her life. Their connection began with physical intimacy. They lived nearby and would frequently meet on the same street just for having sex. However, as time passed, something unexpected happened. What started as a casual fling grew into something more meaningful. Beyond the initial sexual attraction, they discovered that they were developing a deeper connection, one that extended beyond the limits of the bedroom. They fell in love. You can see how happy they were.
Over here, help me trim the tree. I wanna wrap you up, baby, then you'll see you're the only present that I need. There's so much more waiting for you. It's more. On this precious day, I've been dancing, there's no place around here.
He was so silly with her, showering with all his love. Their love story reached its peak with a sudden trip to Las Vegas, where they decided to tie the knot in a ceremony surrounded by their loved ones.
It is truly now my great honor to pronounce you as husband and wife. You may seal your promises with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you for the very first time Mr. and Mrs. Taylor. Sir, walk your gorgeous bride.
Following their vacation in Vegas, they began their married life, enjoying the pleasure and newfound intimacy. However, underneath the surface of smiles and carefully controlled social media posts, a darker reality began to emerge. Despite creating a picture of unrestrained enjoyment, fractures began to appear in their relationship. What began as a beautiful romance evolved into a tragic tale of conflict and jealousy. In a shocking Facebook livestream, Henry bared his soul, candidly confessing his struggles with anger management and his turbulent past with the law. He expressed a chilling apathy towards the prospect of returning to jail and seemed detached from the possibility of losing his wife. His jealousy manifested in disturbing fantasies, including graphic scenarios involving harm to one of his wife's friends, solely triggered by the friend's pursuit of higher education.
Nine up.
Bang.
What?
Courtney graduated college. Coco went to college. Cynthia went to college. They already went to school.
Yeah, university.
They went to school, so I guess it's time they can.
Are you
know
live?
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Wow.
And so, and I'm not saying nothing's wrong because I'm proud of you.
Henry's unsettling communication formed a troubling picture, implying a severely damaged guy capable of horrific actions. It revealed a dark and dangerous worldview, leaving viewers disturbed and raising concerns about the possible threat he posed to people around him. Behind closed doors, their love story took a sinister turn as disagreements turned violent, trapping both parties in a cycle of abuse. Tragically, this tale of love gone wrong reached its devastating climax with a senseless act of brutality. on April 16, 2021, at about 1:40 in the morning, something horrific happened. Henry Taylor, consumed by rage and madness, violently sprayed Luevenia with lighter fluid and flicked a lighter at her, setting her on fire. The pain that she must have had when flames enveloped her is unfathomable. Luevenia took off her burning garments and jumped into the shower to extinguish the fire. After extinguishing the fire, she rushed through the streets for 2 blocks until she reached the firehouse at 10,458 S. Shawi Avenue, beating on the door and begging for help. The firefighters who responded to her urgent call were faced with a terrifying sight: a woman with 2nd and 3rd degree burns covering more than 70% of her body, her life hanging in the balance. Luevenia's cold remarks revealed her husband's desire to kill her and her regret for not leaving him sooner. Despite medical intervention, Luevenia died from her injuries just over a month later, on May 21st, at the University of Chicago Medical Center. Henry Taylor turned himself in and angrily admitted to his heinous crime in a taped confession. He showed no sadness, acknowledging his deliberate actions and even calling Luevenia's family afterward to confess. Charged with his wife's murder, he awaits his day in court, but no punishment can undo the irreparable damage he caused. What was his mental stage while lighting her on fire? How can he do that to her? In the darkness that lurks within the human heart, even the closest bond can shatter, leaving them in pain and sorrow.